Well, okay. I guess we're hot. We're here. Happy 4th of July, everybody.
Hey, what the heck is going on here? Okay.
And go see the goal. I used to stack up books to hold my phone. I love that. We all used to do this crazy stuff to hold our phone.
Let me turn this. I don't want to hear everything, so I gotta turn my what you call it off. So, give me 1 second. Sorry.
You're fine. You're fine.
Okay, there. There.
Okay,
Let's go.
let's go. Let's do it. Ironically, wearing this shirt, but I totally forgot.
Wait,
Uh,
wait. Okay.
there's something about the 4th of July that always feels like a reset button. The grills come out, the fireworks. There it is. Start testing the sky a little too early and a little too late. Somebody in the neighborhood is already playing music loud enough to qualify as a soundtrack. They've been doing that all night, all day. For a moment, everything feels like a celebration waiting to happen. And if you grew up in the same era as we did, you already know this holiday had its own kind of movie energy. Big speeches, big explosions, big we're not going quietly into the night moments. So tonight we're leaning into that. A little Independence Day energy, a little ID4, a little nostalgia, a lot of porch conversations. Welcome back to my third place. Not home, not work, but the familiar in between where nostalgia, pop culture, gaming, and chaos all collide. What we do on this show is reminisce about everything from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, from movies, TV shows, comics, wrestling, our hobbies, which include and not limited to Pokemon, Marvel Rivals gaming, collecting physical media, TikTok, and internet culture. Each week, the community joins us through the live chat on TikTok or YouTube for pod deck questions, debates, top 5 lists, games, and deep dives, including our ongoing journey through Dungeon Crawler Carl. Can't wait to talk about that. It's less like a formal podcast and more like pulling up a chair in a room full of your friends and sharing stories, laughing, and remembering the things that made us who we are. Welcome to your third place. This is episode 307 and it's the 4th of July special. Tonight, Menace has tagged in, taking over the chair, holding it down, and carrying us through the rest of the night's chaos, nostalgia, and summer energy. So, in the spirit of Independence Day, we're going full presidential address meets backyard barbecue energy. A nation of porch sitters standing together, not in silence, but in celebration. We hold these truths to be self evident. And I bet y'all were starting to sing that part right with you, huh? Oh, yeah. By the way, everybody, she hasn't seen Hamilton. Anyway, the fireworks are too loud.
In my defense, I started watching it today. Okay.
Okay. So we hold these truths to be self evident that the fireworks are too loud, that somebody always burnt the hot dogs, and that nostalgia hits harder when the sun goes down and the sky starts lighting up. Tonight, we celebrate not just freedom, but freedom to remember everything we grew up on. And of course, even with Greg out, the conversation still continues. We're catching up on everything he missed and still diving into the same chaos, including the questions of whether Dungeon Crawler Carl has officially turned into a full blown addiction for anyone who started the crawl. Because once you enter it, you don't really leave the same. Meanwhile, the community is back in full force with pod deck questions, including what nickname did your family give you growing up? Not the cool one your friends gave you, but the ones your relatives decided would follow you forever. We're also talking about late night TV habits. What shows you were staying up until 2 a.m. watching when you absolutely should have been asleep? I mean, and the world of gaming and media, we got updates that feel like they came straight out of dystopian patch note. We're reacting to the latest GTA 6 reveal chatter and revisiting the conversation about Sony and PlayStation digital ownership, especially after rumors surfaced that physical PlayStation games may stop being sold by 2028. which means the porch conversation about preservation, collecting, and do you really own what you buy is far from over. And of course, the World Cup round of 16 is heating up. The stakes are higher, the margins are smaller, and every match feels like it's decided by inches, instinct, and sometimes pure chaos. We'll break it all down with full soccer ball puns included because at this point, we're not just watching matches, we're kicking off conversations. And to wrap it all up in a tiny little bow and surprise, we got a special top 5 movies you watch every 4th of July list. Those films that just feel right when the fireworks start and the night sky turns into a screen of its own. So whether you're here for the nostalgia, for wrestling energy, for gaming chaos, for comics, or just for a porch to sit on while the fireworks go off in the background, you guys done? We're done. Pull up a chair because tonight we're celebrating everything: memories, community, freedom, and the beautiful chaos of summer. This is episode 307 of the M3P podcast. Let's light this up. I think that was a no. That was a no.
Light it
Let
up.
us light it up. Light it up. Light it up. Anyways, Menace, how are you?
Not too bad. Just a little warm from cooking in a kitchen. So
Oh, hey. That, yeah. Why? Like, I could do that, but no, I said no. I tried. That's been like that for like the past 3 days, I think, that I haven't cooked because it's been hot and my
well,
air conditioner. I'm sorry, air conditioner is no, couldn't do it.
no. So I was cooking on a griddle. Yeah, so I wasn't using. We
Um,
don't have an oven right now. Ours broke,
no.
so we haven't
Oh,
baked, cooked anything in the oven
okay.
for like 3 months. So
3 months. What?
yeah, yeah. So
You gonna fix that
and
oven?
our we tried. So we thought the element just went out. So we bought an element that
Okay.
worked for like a day. And because our stove is old, so it's a range top separate from the actual oven. So it's yeah. So it's the oven's over here and then the range is over here. The stove top.
Yeah.
So it's the original one from the house. So my house was built in 59. So 59. So anyway, it's it's old. So we thought we fixed the element and then it just went out. So we're like, okay, well, we could try again, but we're like, it's probably just needs to be taken out. So we're gonna have to find a modern stove range, take it out of the wall, take the range top. It's a we got to take that out, lose that cabinet space because there's cabinets underneath. Take that
Yep.
out and put a regular oven stove combo there.
Of course.
But we just have to wait on that. But I was using one of those pancake griddles, and it wasn't working correctly. I was being very patient with my pancakes, but just wasn't working out for me.
Be patient with your pancakes. I love it.
Yes. And so it was like one spot in the middle just wasn't doing what I wanted. I was supposed to make waffles, but couldn't find the waffle iron. So we brought out the pancake griddle,
Griddle.
warmed it up, made the mix, all that. So had a heck of a time. And so our kitchen is long, but it's kind of small
Mm-hmm.
and it heats up like really good. So in the summertime, it gets real hot in there. And it's not even like really hot outside. Like our summer showed up for a little bit and then went away. It'll start tomorrow.
Mine hasn't
Here
gone away.
where I live in the Pacific Northwest, summer usually shows up on this side of the mountains, the west side of the mountains, July 5th. So
we're waiting. We're waiting for. Yeah, no, our summer started way too early, and
Yeah.
like,
So the
let's
first day
heat
of
it up.
summer, so June 21st, 22nd through like the 25th, lovely weather, loved it. It was like 95. And I'm like, yeah.
Right.
Then it turned to 60s and cloudy and rainy. So summer went away, like I said, for a little bit, and it should be coming back in the next week.
Nice.
And according to like the Weather Channel, they say that it could get to about
No,
100
that
and
was fireworks. Okay.
105 this summer.
Okay.
So I'll be hopefully go swimming when that happens. So, but anyway, other than that, I'm okay.
Good. I'm glad you are.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah, I'm here. Shit, I'm good. Like the past few days, heat just been overpowering my air conditioner.
Yeah.
Um, and both the air conditioner and the fan are on at the same time, and I'm just like, this is horrible.
Still
I
dying.
hate it. I'm still dying. And then last night, as soon like it's starting getting cooler,
Mhm.
it started getting better.
Yeah.
So we did that. Um, Other than that, I'm good. I remodeled, like as you can see, like everything is
And
new.
I love it.
Um,
It looks great.
so it looks great. Thank you. Got the goal thing out there. It's like something new, something better. Um,
So was
these
it you
days.
just like are facing a different way now and you
Yeah,
okay.
as I was facing my neighbor's bedroom window, now I'm facing against it.
Oh.
So, um, that's funny. No, it was I moved the furniture around and like I
Okay.
wanted more space. I didn't want to
Okay.
see that big empty space anymore that was
Okay.
there and it's like the hallway and shit. So I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can move it over here and then
Okay.
move all the stuff over here so it won't look cluttered anymore. It look like extended.
Yeah.
So I have about 35 binders behind me. I counted finally.
Did
I
you
put
really?
Yeah, I did. I counted all the
Wow.
binders, all 35 binders. The goal is up there for the World Cup stuff. I bought new lights, new LED lights. There's a new light right there. Grogu, you can see more Grogu more. Um, Somebody came in last night and asked where John Cena was. I'm like, I retired him. I had to. I had to
Yeah.
retire him. I'm keeping the stuff that is up there that was on the top of the stuff on the wall, and I'm just like adding more stuff to it because it's like it's just gonna end up being a shelf for my collectibles. So I'm just gonna leave it there still. I'm gonna
Yeah.
clean up everything else on the area, and probably when summer's over, I'll take off the air conditioner. I'll put it somewhere else because right now it's just standing in my way and shit. What else? Books, the new books. Um, book 5 is that where I'm at now?
I believe so.
Yeah, I started book 5. So, everything like we're gonna do a recap of that pretty soon. It's the chapters are quick. The chapters are quick this time around.
That's good.
Um, I got a few stuff back there. I got a plant. I don't know if you can see
You
it.
do.
That's something new that you guys have never seen before. So I got a plant. Um, all of my collection, my Pokemon stuff is right there. You can see stuff on the other side as well. Like I'm a fill up that area. And the best part, which you saw what I was doing last night, is the poster right behind me,
Yes.
the M3P poster of
Yes.
all the logos that I've used throughout the years since I
Yes.
started. From the top, All Things Wrestling, to From Under the Apron, to the first M3P that we tried doing, and then it evolved to just lights. And
Yeah.
I went on a road trip in 2024. Yes, in the summer
Mhm.
2024, I went on a road trip, came back with a shirt, and I got inspired by the shirt to like, it's colorful, like a
Yeah.
splash of color. That
Yes.
splash of color turned into a splash of lights, a splash of porch lights, and here we are. Where it's the M3P podcast. It's the M3P.
Yes.
You know, welcome to
Now
your
that
third
one
place.
that's in the bottom middle
Yes.
that just says M3P. Where did you? What was the inspiration behind that?
No. Well, welcome to your third place. And
Okay.
then I just decided to do because I did what the Dungeon Crawler Carl one that was like extended.
Okay.
So I said let me put something else up there, and then like I needed a brand up there. I needed a brand on my area, and we didn't have one.
Yeah.
Nobody knew this was a podcast. Like nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know, but
They're gonna
nobody knew.
know.
Yeah, they're gonna know.
They're gonna
And
know.
then I want. I still want a banner. I still want like a sheet, like a what's it called? One of those things where you just hang out in the thing,
Uh-huh.
like a
Yeah.
blanket type of banner. Just
Uh-huh.
have it there. And I want an M3P one. I was gonna order a poster, but no. I'd much better have a all the logos that I used throughout the years. And then if we end up using a new logo for this next year, I'll make another poster. Or I'll take a picture of that, and that is going to be the new logo.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I want. That's what I did. Like happy new area of stuff, and
Yeah.
y'all can see it. Y'all can see better now. Like you can see much more better. I mean, but better and like it extended and it doesn't look cluttered in like
Yeah.
it used to.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to do.
Looks like clean lines. Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's
and
very
I remodeled. I'm organized.
yeah, it's organized, but I guess you could say it is more of what you were going for. You
Hmm.
wanted it to show, like you said, your logo, you know, let people know what it really is about. And then the fact that
Professional.
you can, of course, go into it, what that means.
I
But
wanted to
what
show
about your
people.
little offshoots? You
My
know,
what?
the little offshoots. So, like the screaming into the void, or you had fatherless behavior for a little bit.
That
You
was
know,
like 2 years ago.
I
Yeah, that
know.
was 2 years ago, right?
And
That was
then, your
2023.
cold vibes. I know that wasn't, for the podcast, but, those
I
were
know,
labels you had because I have one of them. So,
right? Oh no, no, no! Like maybe I should put up the shirts up there too. Um, no, I wanted to like include everything that we do, like everything that we're
yeah,
into. Like we're the whole World Cup is up there.
yeah.
We're of Pokemon's up there.
Mhm.
Toys are up there. We're collectibles. We're into collectibles. Um, Next thing is gonna be the John Cena Funko Pop that I ordered in last
Ooh,
year.
I'm excited to
It's
see
finally
that.
coming, and and it's like we're into wrestling also, so that's gonna be up
Yeah.
there as well.
Mhm.
So I can't wait to get it so I can finally like show it off
Yeah.
somewhere, maybe somewhere up there. I don't know, but I got lights up there too, and whatever else we end up getting into, it's like, well, I'll put it up there soon. I want to put like a magnet, like a little board magnet board, right in the middle of the goal, right there,
Yeah.
because once the goal is out of there, when once the World Cup is out, we're done with the World Cup, then I'll take that off, and then I'll put the magnet up there, and then I'm gonna put magnetized Pokemon cards, of puzzles, of anything, and just like um, remember the stuff, the cards that I made for you guys,
Hmm.
for you, for Leanna, for Sabrina. I want to put those up there. I want to show them off.
Yeah.
I want to do these. Like, yeah,
Awesome.
I made these stuff, guys. So I want to do those too. I want to do more stuff up there.
Yeah.
I'm getting creative. Like um the binders. I have a lot of binders, so I'm gonna use them.
Yeah.
I have the Dungeon Crawler Carl fan art from all the people
Hmm.
that have been drawing stuff, and I just
Yeah.
put them in binders. I love the fact that that community is awesome, and they're telling you like, wait until you do this, wait until you read this part, wait until you read this part.
Yeah.
So on Discord, somebody posted a picture of them creating a Guess Who, a DCC Guess Who, and it's the
Nice.
same. It's the same art that I have, and
Hmm.
I'm like, that is so creative. I did Pokemon cards out of them. I did cards out of them and put them in my binder because like
Yeah.
I want to keep them. Be like, hey, this is what this person looks like. But then they had like Guess Who. They had like, all right, this person is this person, blah blah blah, and all that stuff. They had the lore behind it and everything. And I was like, yes. And I was trying to show Greg that because he's just recently got into it, and he
Yeah.
said it was helping him out and everything. And I was like, hell yeah, let's go. So I was trying to like wait for him to like, tell us his opinion about the book and how he
Yeah.
feels. So hopefully we get to hear from him soon. Um, the TCG Pocket, Pokemon Pocket, like every time I get a hit, I screenshot it and then I print it out, and then I put it on a pink binder that I just got. So
Yeah.
that's all the hits that are coming from there are going to go into that pink binder just because I wanted to do a pink binder. I don't know. What else? I think that's about it. I have all the books. I have more
So
Pokemon
that
cards. I
pink
have more
binder,
binders.
so that
Yes.
pink binder that you're making, if you ever get those cards, is it going in that binder?
I don't think we can get them at all. They're not
Okay.
for sale. They're on like unless you go to the creators of those cards, the
Oh, okay.
drawings, and then they'll probably like sell it to you for like $500.
Never
Which I'm
mind.
like, nah, I'm good. I'm
I
good.
don't.
It's okay. I can just print it out. It's
Yeah.
fine. um, yeah,
We're crazy about it, but not that crazy.
not that crazy. We're good. We're good. I wish a Rod came in last night and he's all like, "Where's the Vatos Locos?" I'm like, there's some stuff I don't
In
want up
front of
here
you,
anymore,
right?
and then there's some stuff I do. What?
Right. It's in front of you, right?
It's on the side. Yeah,
Okay. No, because I'm like we can't see it, but you can see it, right?
I can see it. It's next to the. Yeah, it's on my
Okay.
right. Yeah,
Okay.
on my left is the neighbor,
Okay.
and every window that's out there. I'm gonna have better lights. I want to see what those lights look like, and I've seen other streamers, and how they use their lights.
Hmm.
So like one of those streamers had like their initial,
Right. I remember you talking about that.
so I want to put like an E up there just because. Why not?
Yeah.
I want to do certain things with this room. I'm gonna take a picture of that poster, and then I'm gonna make it into a logo. I'm gonna see what happens, how it goes, and all that stuff. I want to see how it turns out. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Okay. Uh, what are we doing? Uh, where are we already, ma'am? Damn, we're at 23 minutes.
30 minutes. Yeah.
I love it. This is great. All right, one of the things we wanted M3P to feel like is your favorite TV lineup growing up. Every week, you know what's coming. You've got your favorite segments, and you settle in for the ride. So whether you're here for gaming, movies, nostalgia, books, soccer, or just hanging out with the community, welcome to your third place. Let's jump into our next segment. Grab your controller, adjust your headset, and let's hit press start. This is where we dive into everything happening in the gaming world, from the biggest announcements and upcoming releases to industry news, rumors, nostalgia, and the games that keep us up way past our bedtime. Whether you're on PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, PC, or you're still proudly dusting off that old N64, this is your checkpoint for all things gaming. Last week, you heard about this one. We told you that Sony PlayStation deleted hundreds of digital media files in gamers' libraries. This week, they decided to double down on their heel villain era. According to reports, Sony has confirmed it will begin ending production of physical game disc in January of 2028. So from that point forward, new PlayStation games will only be available digitally, either through PlayStation Store or digital retailer codes. In their statement, Sony framed it as a natural direction aligning with consumer trends as digital media significantly outpaces physical disc. And from a business standpoint, that's the argument. But from a gamer standpoint, that's a very different conversation. What makes this hit harder is the history. The original PlayStation helped popularize CD-based gaming in the '90s. Like it was a new era for that. Cartridges started fading out. Games
Mhm.
got bigger. Cutscenes became cinematic. Insert disc became part of the ritual. The PS wasn't just part of this era; it helped define it. So seeing that some same ecosystem now move forward toward a fully digital future feels like a pretty massive turning point. Um, and this comes right after reports that Rockstar Games is planning a digital first approach for upcoming release like Grand Theft Auto 6. And one of the biggest franchises in gaming goes digital only. It signals a trend, not an exception. So we're about to be seeing like Xbox, um, Nintendo. They're all gonna go digital.
Yeah.
Fewer physical edition of games, consoles without e-disc drives, store closures limiting long-term access. Or maybe if that starts to happen, we're not going to see GameStop anymore. Um, the backlash isn't just nostalgia; it's about control because physical media meant you owned the disc, you could resell it, you could play it years later, or no service required.
Mhm.
Um, we already seen examples of digital media disappearing from libraries entirely, which is why this conversation feels so much bigger than just disc versus download. What do you think?
I think it's really crazy because you know, coming from where we did, we had cartridges and then discs came out. So, like you said, we owned it. So if something happened to where there was a glitch in the system, you had it digitally, but then you had a hard copy.
Yeah,
Yeah. And so I think it's to me it's kind of sad because then it's like, okay, it requires you now to buy it digitally, and then it's like, okay, then things happen like, oh, we're taking this out of the store, so then it disappears out of your library. So it's like, and if you same thing with like if you have a movie, your favorite movie,
hmm
if you don't have a hard copy of it, then you have to find out where you could find that movie, and if they're disappearing from, digital media, you'll never have that movie again.
yeah,
So it's like, and I personally, I like having physical copies of things. So books, CDs, cassettes, I bought a little CD boombox because I'm like, I have all these CDs and I want to be able to listen to them and not have to depend on a streaming service or going on YouTube. So, if something happens to where, let's say, my Wi Fi goes out or the power goes out, you know, yeah, I can listen to stuff if my CD player has batteries. So I can still listen to music if there's no power. you know I don't have to worry about plugging it in. So it's like I like having physical hard copies of things. you know so it's like it's sad that that's happening, and it kind of makes people angry because here they think, oh well, I downloaded it,
yeah.
so I bought it, I spent X amount of dollars to download it, so yeah, I own it. No, you don't. You
Not
own a
anymore.
license, and then something happens to that license, like I said, it expires and they don't want to you know renew it. There it goes. So
Which was last week's 500 movies and TV shows were
yeah,
deleted off the PlayStation, and people were mad.
yeah.
And like like it's no longer yours.
Yeah.
And as long as batteries are being sold, then yeah, I'm gonna keep buying them to like put in my CD player, my
Yeah.
um, what else? Because I still have CDs. I still
You
have a
know,
bunch of CDs.
I was so mad that my car doesn't have a CD player.
Oh, that's horrible.
And
It
I'm
you
like,
need to upgrade.
I need to, but it's like, because I had a car before that had a tape deck. So
I
I
still
got
do.
the,
I had that
the,
too.
my Walkman, that, or the seat, the car disc man. So I had that for a while, but then of course what happens? You go over bumps and skip,
Yeah,
skip.
skip.
But no, I'm like, oh, that's like the thing I looked for, because I was like, okay, where's the CD player? And then I was like, oh, maybe they have like a disc changer in the back. Nope. They say that the car can come with a CD player. And I'm like, where is it? I was so ready to have I have a CD wallet full of CDs that I've actually had to like rebuy because
Yeah.
I had them stolen before. So my original ones. And there's one CD that I had. Actually, I bought 3 copies of it because each of them had a different bonus track on it,
Oh.
and they all got stolen.
Ah. That's a concert.
So, huh?
That's a concert one.
No, no, no. At the concert, that's with my car that I have right now. It doesn't have the CD player. No, it was about 15 years ago.
Okay.
And it made me so sad because I'm like, they didn't, after a while, they stopped selling, certain CDs. And one of
Hmm.
that CD, it was in my 98 Degrees CD, that Walmart, uh, Target, and I believe it was Kmart had the CD, and each of them had a different bonus track. And
Okay.
the one that I loved the most, of course, was in that CD wallet, and it got stolen. And I'm like, I'll never have that CD again. But I found it. They had it on their like greatest hits. So I was like, oh, guess I have that song now. I was so excited for it. But it's like,
Was like I had my CDs in in like a little pouch thing that we used to have on back in the day.
mm-hmm.
A CD case, a CD case.
Yeah, uh huh,
So it would be under my on around my car in under my the passenger seat.
uh huh.
One day I'm driving and I buy two drinks, two smoothies,
Okay,
and I like my phone's already on one cup. The other cup is
sure.
on the other cup holder. So I'm
Uh
holding
huh,
on to this smoothie right here,
uh
and then
huh.
I place it like right in the middle compartment thing.
Mm-hmm.
They fall and it spills all over the CDs.
Ta-da!
And I'm like, son of a bitch. And I'm like, okay, so luckily these CDs were burned. These are CDs
Okay,
that I used to burn
okay,
all the time.
okay, okay,
And this is when we started getting like not it was Pandora. When I started getting into Pandora and
okay, okay.
we were listening to music there and I was like, all right, so I'm gonna just
Yeah,
grab all the songs that are here and make a playlist on Pandora. And I did that. And then Spotify came along and like we started doing that. But even
yeah.
Spotify doesn't have songs because obviously Garth Brooks not there because he doesn't want
Right,
Spotify using
right.
his songs.
Yes.
So I'm not gonna listen to some of his songs, obviously, but like the fact that I
Mhm.
have Garth Brooks, all the Garth Brooks CDs in
Right.
a case, and they're saved up. But at the same time, as I'm looking for something on Spotify and like, hey, I want to play this, and I was like, no, I can't because somebody else singing the song. I'm
Yes.
just like, oh, that's right.
I found there's been a couple of songs that I've downloaded on Spotify
Yeah.
that I know the song backward and forward, and I'm like, this is not the song. That is not his. I'm like, that is not the original singer. And then I'll like go to it, and it'll say like re-recorded or like It's like a
Okay,
karaoke version. And I'm like, no, I
that's not
don't
it.
want this version. I want the original.
So that's why we have
Yeah.
physical copies.
Yes.
Um,
Well, that's why we have physical copies. Yes.
and
So
even the tapes, the cassette tapes, I still have those. Like
I have.
what's his name? Victor shows up every now once in a while here, and he
Yeah.
like reminds everybody of the old school music that I used to play, the freestyle music,
Okay.
and because he was around like in 2022, 2023 when I had the car with a cassette deck. And
Okay.
he's like, "Yeah, this dude busted out with his cassettes, and then he put one in, and it's all freestyle." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's awesome, bro." And I'm just like, of course." And I'm like, "Hell yeah!" And now like that car is gone, but I still have the cassettes. It's still there. So I'm
Yeah.
like trying to look for if I have a boombox or anything, but
Yeah.
I don't have anything else. I still have my CD player that and I can probably play some of my CDs that I bought that I had of the burn songs that I put in there from
Yeah.
1999 to like 2008 until we stopped using burn CDs,
Yeah.
burning option in our computers and our CPUs and stuff.
Hmm.
And I'm like, maybe we should bring that back and like, you know, bootleg stuff again. Not
Yeah.
like we should, but like let's
Yeah.
bring back the old stuff that we used to do because every single upgrade that they're having is like, hey, you gotta buy this, you gotta buy that, and it's no longer. And say like reading up on Sony PlayStation 6, which is not gonna be for a couple years,
Oh wow.
that it's gonna end up costing $1,000,
Oh, I don't doubt it.
and then with no CD stuff in there that you can't
Right.
insert. Like, yeah, no, I'm good.
So my nephews have PlayStation 5s, both of them. They bought
Yeah,
their own. And they're like, yeah, they're digital. And I'm like, what do you mean they're digital? He's like, one of them's like, there's no like slot to put
there's no slot.
a, and I'm
Yeah,
like, what? He's like, yeah, just, and he's like, get with the times. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I don't want a PlayStation 5. I'm like, I
no,
will
no.
be
There's
happy
one.
to
There's one with the slot. I have that one.
see. Neither one of them do. And they're like, get with it. I'm like, look, I am all for the slot so I could put, because that's how we used to watch like Blu-rays and when they got
Yeah,
the PlayStation 4.
exactly. That's why I still have
So,
that.
yeah.
I still have a
So,
DVD player and
so I
no.
told them, I was like, well, why don't you give us, actually, I bought a PlayStation 4
Yeah.
and they took it. I'm like, give it back. Well, we still need it for, no, you don't need it. I
Give
need
it back.
it, you know, give it back. So they still haven't given it back.
Give it
But
down.
my nephew-in-law, he had a PlayStation 4. He's like, oh, you guys can use it. I don't need it. I got this. Okay. So we have his.
I love it.
My own flesh and blood won't give it back.
I still have a combo DVD and tape.
Do you?
Yeah, and that's what I use for the tapes, and I still have the tapes. I still have DVDs, and I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, we still use physical media. There's
Yeah.
still what's it called? Tape cassette stores out there, rental stores. They still
There
have
are.
like yeah, there's still some out there. Mom and pop, not Blockbuster, but mom and pop.
You know what? Around where I live, there are none.
There are none. Yeah.
There are none. There
Uh,
used to be one. It was called Movies to Go, and it was just a little, mom and pop shop. They went out of business. It's now a donut shop.
oh wow. The place that I go to, what's it called?
Uh-huh.
Second and Charles.
Mm-hmm.
That one has a bunch of DVDs, which I'm gonna start
Now,
buying.
I guess I could like
'Cause-
look at it like an antique shop.
yeah, it is.
Because there's when we go uh, to Eastern Washington, to a town called Leavenworth. On our way over there, we go to an antique store, and they have everything.
Yeah.
So I've seen a bunch. Now there's a place. It's a bookstore, but oh, actually, you might have heard of it. Half Price Books.
Yeah.
So last time I went there, they still had some CDs, and so I'm like, oh, maybe I could go there. But yeah, there's no video rental places here. So I'm like,
There's still one more. I think what's her face? Jane said that in order for her to rent videos, she had to go to a gas station.
really?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah,
And
as soon as like Redbox started, um, video store rental stores, kind of
yeah.
went out of business. I think there's still a couple of Red Boxes around that I've
Hmm.
seen. So I'm like, okay,
And
but
Netflix too. Netflix is
yeah,
like the biggest one of them all because
yeah.
like you want the physical copy of Charm because you want to hear him
Oh,
and
okay.
not some generic freaking guy that's singing some new intro for Charm,
Oh,
or
okay,
What I Like About You and not some generic version of What I Like About You.
okay,
And I hope they keep Smallville. I think they took out Smallville because they didn't want to they wanted their Somebody Save Me song in there.
okay.
Um and I want to go buy the DVDs again. I want to go buy
Yeah,
the DVD sets because I want to have them. Like I have up to season 7. I'm
okay,
missing 8, 9, and 10.
okay.
So like
Oh,
being me
actually,
as a collector.
the libraries here still like you can rent videos. You could borrow videos and DVDs.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so I haven't done it in a while, but like they
Love
still do
that.
that. Oh,
Love that right
music
here.
too. So
So what are we doing? We're buying physical stuff. We're buying our physical medias. Buy your books, buy your DVDs, buy your cassettes. If you still want to buy cassettes, buy your CDs. At Target, they still have albums,
yeah.
and they
Oh yeah,
have
that's what's coming back. I've seen a
albums.
lot of
Love
people
that
getting album, vinyl.
vinyl, and then they have mini albums, like
Yeah.
mini little disc players and stuff. Not CDs, they're like floppies
Right.
and stuff. And I'm like, hell yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna still buy those. Like if I see something from an artist that I do like, I'll probably end up buying one of those as well.
Yeah.
Last time I bought one was Metallica had remastered their Black album,
Okay.
so I went and bought that, and I think that's about it. I forgot which one I got. Um, of course, if Eminem shows up with another album, I'm just gonna be like, "Yep, that's mine."
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, go and buy physical stuff. Go and buy physical um PlayStation games, long as they're still out there, except for the Deadpool game, which is $80. Don't buy that one, even if he's trolling.
What?
Yeah,
$80?
$80, and it came out 10 years ago.
Still 80 $80.
Because he like some guy like, is this real? And he showed it to us, and I'm like, looking for Pokemon cards, and this guy's like, "Is this real?" And the guy at the store's like, "Yeah." Like, why?
No.
Because it's Deadpool. It's He's trolling. Let me check
Mm.
how much it costs over here. Oh yeah, 85 plus tax. And then like if you have a subscription here, like $80. Yeah, no, we're good. I'm good. I don't ever want to
Yeah.
play this game. Who bought the game? The same people that are buying stuff now. But 10 years
Yeah.
ago, it was $80, and it's still $80.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. You ready for to some pod decks?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Time to shuffle the deck. Welcome to Pod Deck, the segment where one simple question turns into hundreds of stories. Whether we're talking about childhood memories, first crushes, school lunches, or the moments that made us who we are, this is where our community gets to be part of the conversation. Because around here, everybody has a story worth telling. First up, what was the late night show you stayed up to watch at 2 a.m.? Back in the day, there was always that one show your friends at school couldn't stop talking about. The problem, it didn't come on until 2 a.m. So you waited and you waited and you waited until everyone in the house was asleep, quietly snuck into the living room, or if your parents or were the ones sleeping in the living room, you quietly turned on the TV down the screen and finally watched it for yourself. Maybe it was something your parents would have never let you watch. Maybe it was just weird enough to everyone at school had to see it. Either way, it felt like you discovered a secret. Did you become a regular late night show viewer, or was it a one time mission just so you could join the conversation the next day? What was the late night show you stayed up to watch at 2 a.m.? Drop your show in the comments and tell us if it became your new obsession. Lionheart87 says Tales from the Crypt, Mad TV, The Man Show on G4, and whatever was on Adult Swim late at night. I feel like these were like not at 2 a.m., but they were like prime time.
Okay.
But still. Loud at bitch, Liquid Television. Yeah, there was some. It was on MTV.
Okay.
Nix, our friend Nick says, I think it was called Kids in the Hall. It was funny and only came on late night after that really good Jerry Springer.
Love it.
Uh, Telan Lamas, Silk Stockings.
Okay.
That one came out after Raw, Monday Raw.
Yeah, yeah. I remember let's see, I think my dad used to watch Silk Stockings.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay.
It's like five.
Maybe
Like,
maybe that's when they showed it, for that person. So
no, it's 12.
or maybe those are the
What?
reruns. I don't
Monday
know.
Raw was.
Marathons.
Okay, maybe marathons. Yeah, because USA was all about marathons back then. Like
Yes, yes.
Duckman.
They
Silk
still are. They will do
Pacific Blue.
like SVU.
SVU, of course.
They'll do like now. They'll do marathons like on Sunday, so you could watch. And they call it like the super fan like marathon. So it's like, oh, okay.
I never knew what Silk Stockings was about. Just know that after Raw ended and like 5 minutes of Silk Stockings because whoever had the tape and recorded it decided let's put 5 minutes of this and then end it right there. And then it's just like me watching some random girl just put on something lingerie and then it's over. And I'm just like, how dare you? What are you doing? Roderick, record the whole thing. No, my mom, my parents,
yeah, my mom, yeah,
my mom just like that. And it was Roderick who would like record these episodes and like send them to me and let me borrow it. And then when we tried watching it during class, like immediately when the Raw went off the air, he decided to turn it off, and I'm just like, wait, why'd you turn it off so quick? I'm like, oh, I didn't know what was on cable at the time, but like as soon as I saw the theme music, you just knew, and I'm just like, oh, okay.
Oh my god!
But I've never seen an episode. I don't know what it's about. I just know that this one, and then that's it. I'm just like, oh, and then like once we got cable. And my brother's sitting next to me, and we're just like watching it, and then it's over. Raw's over, and my mom said, like right there, and she's like, "Yeah, se acabó. All right, turn it off." And then I'm like, "Yeah, hold on." And then it comes on, like, "Oh shit, no, gotta go." ¿Qué chingadero es eso? Cochino. I'm like, sorry. I was like, I didn't know. I forgot. And I didn't forget. We have freaking MTV, not MTV, the TV Guide channel.
Yeah,
I knew.
Of course.
I knew.
Yeah.
Lala Gunning says absolutely nothing. My Walkman was important. I would stay up late drawing and listening to music. Ay, mira tú. Muy chingona. I'm kidding, Lala. I'm kidding. No, that's great. I'm glad she decided not to watch TV late at night. She's a good person. Tell him to stop.
That is probably the next block over.
Next block over? I know. That's a park.
So the way that, because I live in a cul-de-sac, so you have the next block over, and then like behind those houses is an apartment complex, and there's 7-Eleven. So it's like I don't know who's doing it, but like in in my in my neighborhood, um, in my city, the ones that go up in the air that are like highly explosive are illegal.
Oh,
So I'm like, I don't know where y'all got these from, but I know my neighbor across the way last
right.
year did fireworks all night, and when we woke up the next morning, there was our cars were covered in sulfur and fireworks. The debris was all over our
Oh, I
cul-de-sac
hate that
and
debris.
all over our cars. And I'm like, and we're like, I hope he comes and picks this up, because my next door neighbor is an older gentleman who we all got off on the wrong foot with him. And we're like, yeah, if any of those debris hits his travel trailer, we know he's gonna
Ooh,
have a fit.
yeah,
And I
that's not good.
mean a fit.
Not good at all.
So yeah.
Liana says the only time I watched late night TV was when we got babysat and my cousin would turn on Jerry. That's. I'm trying to think how old we were. Like around 15, 14? And you're
Yeah.
watching Jerry? No, no good. No good.
You know what? Jerry Springer started off okay, but then it got all those ridiculous scenarios and stuff.
Of course. And then there's a
I
movie.
mean, yeah. I mean, it lasted for a long time. So,
Like I allowed it for a long time and I didn't even know it was still on the air. I'm like,
yeah.
wait, I thought it was just
Well,
like the
and then of
90s thing and then
course
it ended.
his bodyguard Steve, his show became just like that. So it's like, and I think his show just got canceled like in the past couple years. So
Yeah.
I'm like, so from the 90s to the 2020s, that kind of show was going on, whether it was Jerry Springer or Steve Wilkos, and I'm like, this
Hmm.
is crazy.
Ray
Crazy.
says don't know, but I do know that I lost sleep at 2:30 a.m. One night getting trapped in the one night getting trapped in the worst movie ever, thinking the ending was going to be the best part. That movie, Killer Tomatoes.
Never seen it. So.
Never seen it.
Nope.
Like I've never seen it either. I've been it's like the Blob, but
Oh, okay.
her doing that is like gives off. I gotta see it through the end. Leanna says my mom and dad were out partying at the time. Okay then. Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Hey.
But yeah, it's like, oh, I can't believe I'm watching this horrible movie. I gotta watch it till the end. I gotta see how it ends.
Yeah.
I gotta see it through the end. And I told her, I was like, you're like, you're the equivalent of I gotta see this through the end. She's like, yeah, I am.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fox the TCG Hunter says when it was the late show with Craig Ferguson, always amazed at what he got away with at 2:35 a.m.
Hmm.
Justin says public access television 2 to 3 a.m. That's crazy. Public access is crazy. It is. Because you don't know what you're gonna get at all.
Okay.
1 minute is somebody cooking at 2 in the morning. The next is and you're just sitting there like watching it like what? Next thing you know, you're watching backyard wrestling, and I'm on the phone with my girl at the time at 2 a.m. In 1999, and I'm just like, listening to her, and she's talking, and then I put on this fucking access, and it's like I see it, and like these two our guys are fighting, and she's still talking, and I'm just like, huh? It's like, uh, like dude from when he's watching Wayne's World, and it's like, hold on, yeah, hold on, hold on, I gotta
Yeah.
watch this. This is crazy. What?
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there like, what'd you just say? She's like, what are you watching? Backyard wrestling? I mean, who does this? I mean, people do this, but who puts it on public
Oh,
access?
freaking. Now it's the neighbor. Now
Now
it's
it's the
the
neighbor.
neighbor. Yeah.
Yay, neighbor!
Yep.
But yeah, 2:30 a.m., 2 to 3 a.m. Watching backyard wrestling, cooking shows, and all this other stuff was fun. Was fun at the time. Son of Ham says Matt TB. Tardenbo Tammy says Midnight Special. And then we got that one person, of course, who says scrambled porn. Good job there, bud. You said, are you gonna come out with yours, or you want me to read it?
Yeah. You know, I couldn't remember anything, but I'm like, when I was a teenager, I didn't think of anything. I said, but now I'm addicted to like these like short dramas. They are so, the storylines are like all the same, but they are hilarious to me. And I'm like, these aren't real. These are not real, but
These are
they
not
are
real.
entertaining because I'm like, okay, like this one that I was watching, and what gets me about them is, well, if I'm watching on TikTok, I have to watch an ad like after they give you like 10 episodes for free, and then after that you have to watch an ad, you know? So I'm like, okay. And then there's some that you download the app and you give you 10 for free, and then you have to watch an ad every time, or like 5
Ugh.
ads. And I'm like, I don't want to buy coins so that I can watch these without watching an ad. So I'm like, but yeah, like one of them is they're like, oh, and it's always whether it's the guy or the girl. So the one is a military guy. He's coming home from like a secret mission. He's been gone for 3 years. He comes home and his fiance answers the door and she's pregnant
What
by
the
his
hell?
brother.
Oh no!
And they're getting married tomorrow. You know?
What?
Yeah. So
What?
like and they're like, you should just be happy that she's happy and blah blah blah. And I'm like, what real life scenario is this? I'm like, cause yeah, right. I'm like,
Yeah,
but
right.
I can't stop watching them.
You can't stop watching it.
So so I'm like, okay.
I guess we're
And
watching
it's
this.
not like these are like 40 episodes. No, they're like 78 episodes. So I'm like, why do I do this to myself? It's
I
like
mean,
if
it
I
sure
can't
is happening
sleep,
somewhere.
I'm like, let me just put this on.
These are your telenovelas now.
Yeah, they are.
I love that.
But I'm like,
Um, and then we have Madge who says, I recall watching Friday night videos. Does that count? It was like MTV, but not the show aired during the weekend. My parents tried to have some level of structure since we practically lived on the road and homeschooled, so we couldn't stay up late on weekdays. But during weekends, we could stay up and watch Friday night videos. Not sure if anyone else remembers that show. She goes on. But yeah, I used to dance around as much as I can, being that I am physically impaired, but I danced myself into a bit of a sweat. I had so much energy back then. Now it's a miracle to muster an ounce of energy for one task. LOL, sigh, all the joys of aging with chronic disabilities. I'm sorry, Madge.
yeah.
Thank you for your yeah, Friday nights. Yeah, those were the times when I used to watch. No, yeah, those were the times when I used to watch 2 a.m. because I had to go to school the next day.
Right,
Like, there's
right.
no way I'm fucking staying up at 2 in the morning on a
No.
Monday or Tuesday, except for Mondays.
Okay.
Maybe Mondays. But other than that, every other day, like, yeah. And then we get to Friday or Saturday, and we get with Up All Night with Rhonda Shear.
Okay.
And who was the other guy? The one that talked like this. Iago. Iago's voice.
Okay. Oh, Gilbert Godfrey.
Yeah, him. I was like, it was her and him. And then it was her by herself at first,
Mhm.
and like everybody would tune in and everything, and then like you see this you just see this gorgeous girl, and then you hear his voice, and I'm like, oh, Never mind. We're done. We're done here. I was like, yeah, we're done. I don't ever want to see this again. It's like it was some random movies. Problem Child. He
Yeah.
ruined it. Yeah, he ruined it. Problem Child, some Ghostbusters, some Porky's,
Mm.
and even when it Porky's at 2 a.m., oh, they took out the parts. They took out the best parts. Like, then why are you
Mm.
gonna show this movie? There's no
Yeah.
reason to show it if you're gonna like take out everything. Like, oh my god, or whatever. Um. So yeah, that was that. Um. Next one. What was your family nickname? Before gamer tags, usernames, and social media handles, there was a family nickname. Not the nickname your friends gave you, the one your family came up with when you were little, and somehow it stuck. Maybe it was based on how you looked, your personality, something funny you did as a toddler, or just a random name that made no sense. Some were terms of endearment like shorty, baby girl, el flaco, or el pelon. Others were a little more embarrassing. The worst part, the moment you finally asked what it meant or told your family you hated, they made sure to call you that even more.
Mhm.
So, what was your childhood family nickname, and do they still call you that today? Tell us the nickname, the story behind it in the comments. Nick's obstinate brat child. LMAO. Leanna says nothing that cute over here. Oh yes, it was. Dizzle of Nizzle says Chewy, Boogie Step on Me, Four Eye, Short Stack, Midget, etc.
Mm.
Damn, like everybody just mopped her up. Huh?
Yeah.
Russ the Bus, Little Man, because I'm a clone of my father.
Okay.
Like they couldn't call him Junior. Hey, Little Man, Little Man, get
Yep.
over here. I was like, hey,
Well, man,
stop
come here.
calling me that. Oh, we're gonna call you that from now on.
Yep.
I, it's okay, man. It's all right. We don't have to call you that. Venus says Jumbo Buns. Beautifully simple 41 says Spunky Brewster. That's Elena, right? Yeah, that's
Elaine.
Elena.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
We're at 1 hour. Elena says Spunky Brewster.
Hmm.
Lauren, bad assistant, says I was Bella or the Biz because I was all in everyone's biz. Jane with Kopalama, the bottle lamb, the spoiled youngest kid that was always running in the legs of my 10 and 9-year-old their siblings. My God. Wow. Wow. Anyway, Jesse, Jesse Linders, user six. I'm not gonna read all that. Giddy,
Hmm.
okay. Angie Sunshine, Angie Pangie.
Mm.
Oh my God, Lala Gunning says Lala. Nicole
Okay.
says Nikki Doo.
Okay.
Mortika says Pooh Bear. Don Williams Tadpole. Sweet Christine Jersey Girl says Chrissy. Mama Skywalker says Beanpole, String Bean, and Mandy Pandy. Mrs. Sin 101813, Tissy, Roxy, Alley Cat. Angie Sunshine says Bird. 3 Foul BBG7 says Strawberry Shortcake. Sheena Bradford, E.T. Toes. That is
Wow.
some messed up shit. Chrissy, Chrissy with Pissy Chrissy.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I
And
would hate that
then
one.
yours, Buelo's Shadow, because I went everywhere with my grandpa.
Yeah. I mean, that was,
Grandpa.
and I was like, I didn't think I had a bad one. It was just like, that's just what I was called because I went everywhere with my grandpa. No.
Yeah.
And I mean, I really got to like know him when I would go with him because you would see how he was with other people. There was a grocery store that he used to go to that was literally around the corner from his house. Everybody knew him. Hi, how you doing? He and you're like, why are you talking to that person? Do you know that person? And then it's like, no, you have to be friendly. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, yeah, my grandfather was a very, outgoing guy and would talk to everybody. So I was like, that was kind of like endearing to me. So I'm like, those were some really cherished memories. So I'm like, oh, I'm okay with being called Willow Shadow. So,
Hey,
so
nothing wrong with hanging out with your grandpa. It's fine.
no,
Totally fine.
no. And it was like, he always said, I'm a teenager. And he was a substitute teacher. And one time, oh, actually, a couple times, he was my substitute teacher.
Okay.
And nobody believed me that was my grandpa. I'm
Hey,
like, yeah,
grandpa.
it's my grandpa. Yep. I mean, I had to call him, Mr. Flores, but it's like, yeah, that's my grandpa. They're like, no way. They're like, no. I'm like, yeah, it is. I'm not just gonna call some random, older guy, grandpa. You
Right.
know. So
That's funny.
yeah.
Um, we all know mine. Freaking being as white as I am, going to Nicaragua and like being called, you know, like my mom is not fully brown but brownish enough, and then my sisters and my brother are like white complexion also. So like they
Are they
get it from
really?
they get it from their dad.
Okay.
Except for my brother, he turns brown immediately after a tan. They all do.
Okay.
I'm like, how
Okay.
come you guys get to? And I'm allergic.
You
Um,
got the Spaniard. You know.
right there it is. So like we get to Nicaragua and I'm like, why is everybody brown? What happened to me? What's going on? Why can't
Yeah.
I be brown? Like what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
And like the next day, the cousins are trying to meet me and they found out what how I am. And I'm like, hey, no está el chile. I was like, what? Where's the chile at? And so like who's Chele? Like you. What's going on? Oh, there he is. We can't miss him. He's right there. And I'm just like, huh? Like, no, no, don't worry about it. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. And then here comes the neighbors too. And like once I realized what it meant, once they told me like, yeah, Chele means you're white complexion. You're very white. You're the only white person here in this neighborhood in this block. And I'm just like, yeah, I noticed that. I noticed that. Thanks.
Yeah.
Can we not call me that, please? Like, oh, we're gonna start calling you that forever now, buddy.
Yeah.
And one like that one time, I asked my cousins like, how can they stop calling? What can I do to make them stop calling me that? Get a tan. Like, oh, okay, yeah. Vamos a la playa. All right, let's go to the beach. And me not putting on some lotion or anything on my body or
Mm-hmm.
anything else, decided let me lay here and get a tan because I was told if you lay there in the sun
Sure.
you'll turn brown. That's
Mm-hmm.
what they told you, right? Yeah. So I did that. I went to inside the water, came back out, stayed there for a
Mm-hmm.
little while. I get home and I'm red. There's no
Yeah.
tan.
I got something like that too. So I will lay out when it's hot here, I will, sit out in the sun. It's like I turn maybe a couple shades darker, but nothing like I used to. When I was younger, I used to be brown.
Oof.
And then I came up here and I turned whitish. According to my nephew's, one of my nephew's best
Wow.
friend, he said he could tell my sister and myself apart. One is brown, the other one is whitish. I was the whitish one. So
I love it.
I go to Puerto Rico
Okay.
the first time
Yeah.
and love it. I applied suntan lotion, sunblock, went in the water, didn't reapply, go back in the water, and I literally burned on my back.
Ooh,
Everything hurt, but it turned to a tan.
mine didn't.
But it took literally like 5 days for it to stop hurting.
Oh,
And
wow.
then my dad, thinking he's being funny, forgetting that I'm burnt on my back, goes, "Hey," and smacks me on the back. And I'm like, "I'm going to kill you."
Oh, I
He's
love
like, "Oh,
that.
I'm sorry, I forgot." I'm like, "Yeah." So, and then fast forward 16 years, I go back, reapply, but I didn't reapply in time. So I had the marks of my bathing suit because I had like a crisscross. So I literally had a crisscross back for almost a year. I
That's so
burned, and
you
it
burned.
turned into tan, but I had literally the crisscross pattern of my bathing suit on my back for a year. And I'm like, this sucks. But the whitest part of my body is my legs. And I'm like, no matter what I do, I cannot get brown on my legs to save my life. And I hate it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
It's
like,
like that.
my arms, face, will be brown. And then my legs are like super white. So, like, I hate this. But yeah, I'm like,
Um,
and I'm not
I,
allergic to the sun. Just,
oh, I very much. I don't know. I turned red, and then they're like, "El chile se hizo rosado." I'm like, "Oh hell, what? Rosado?" Like, yeah, you're rosado. Ven pa acá. I'm like, "Oh, you son of a bastard."
Rosado, rude.
Rosado. And I'm just like, I hate it even more. And then I'm looking at my cousins. You told me this would work.
Hey,
Eh.
it worked
They
for
all
us.
laughed and
We
everything.
don't know what happened to
And
you.
it's like, sorry, Chile, sorry. And it's funny too, 'cause
Now, do they still call you that?
they still call me that. Like, dude shows up or like messages me, Chile, ¿cómo estás?
I'm sorry, you have the wrong number.
I'm like, how dare you? How dare you? My aunt, my aunts, my grandma, everybody. As soon as my grandma found out, you know how she is with the whole fighting with everybody, and she's like, "What? What'd you call him? Poor baby, poor
Aw.
Chelito, poor
Ay,
Chelito.
bendito.
You're making it worse. You're making it worse. Poor
Yeah.
Chelito. Poor Chelito se puso rosadito." And I'm like, it's the last time I ever help you out during your fights, ma'am.
You're like, I
And no,
hate
but
you.
my cousins, my grandma, my uncles, everybody, all the neighbors, because I'm the only one there, and I stood out. I stood out so bad because I'm like, how come you guys don't have? And then there was one uncle that came from um, the states, and his was pollo chicken, but pollo in Spanish, and I'm just like, yes, I have no longer have the worst nickname here by the family. Great. I'm just like, I always wondered, why you call him pollo? Look at his legs. In the summer, he wears shorts. Look at his legs.
Oh,
Okay,
sure.
so in the summer came, and I'm just like, pollo, chicken legs. I get it now. Okay, and he's all
Mhm.
like, okay, chile. Nah, you too. What are you talking about? I'm no longer the only one here. Like, yeah, but
Yeah.
I can get tan and get brown. You can't. I'm like, and he said it. He was like he's from the states, and he said it in English to me, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
you're my uncle. I can't disrespect you. I don't know who you are. Whatever, man. Whatever. I'm over it. But it was funny, and I'm just like they told me to look at his legs, and then after that, every time I sit, I was like, pew pew pew. Uh, it was fun. It was fun messing with him.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah, that's about it. That's like all the stuff. Red, you still in there? Um, you ready for some extra time?
Yeah.
Welcome to Extra Time, where we break down the biggest stories from around the soccer world, from FIFA World Cup to unforgettable goals, shocking upsets, and the stories that make the beautiful game so special. This is your soccer stop here on the M3P podcast. Red is still here. Yay, that's awesome. Before we continue to do the standings and a little bit of uh, videos that I want to show you, let's do another World Cup one-on-one segment. Every
Okay.
week, we're going to spend about 2 minutes explaining one part of soccer that longtime fans already know, but casual fans might not. By the time the World Cup final gets here, you'll know enough about the sport to watch a match with anyone and actually understand what's going on. Why do players exchange jerseys? Have you ever noticed that after the final whistle, players from opposing teams will take off their jerseys and swap them? If you're coming from football, basketball, baseball, or even wrestling, it might seem a little strange. You just spent 90 minutes trying to beat each other up or beat each other,
Mhm.
and now you're giving away your jersey? So, what's the
Mhm.
story behind it? Believe it or not, this tradition goes back decades. It became especially popular after international matches in the early 20th century, and by the 1970 World Cup, it had become one of the sports defining customs. Players from different countries didn't get to face each other very often, so exchanging jerseys became a way of saying, I respect your game, and I'm honored to have shared the field with you.
Mhm.
Think of it like trading Pokemon cards,
Mhm.
except instead of a holographic Charizard, you're trading the jersey you just wore in the biggest tournament on Earth. For many
Mhm.
players, that jersey isn't just a shirt, it's history, it's sweat, it's memories. Sometimes from the biggest match of their entire career, sometimes the jersey they wore while scoring a World Cup goal. Sometimes it's from the last game they'll ever play for their country. That makes every exchange incredibly meaningful. Now, here's where it gets even cooler. Sometimes a younger player will ask for the jersey of someone they grew up watching. Imagine being 10 years old with a poster of your favorite athlete on your bedroom wall. Now imagine years later you're playing against them in the World Cup, and after the match, they hand you the jersey they wore. That's a full circle moment. Other times, players swap jerseys because they're teammates during the regular season. Remember,
Mhm.
during the year, many of these players compete together for professional clubs.
Mhm.
Then, when the World Cup comes around, they're selling on opposite sides representing different countries. After the match, it's a way of saying good luck the rest of the way. And sometimes it's simply respect. No matter how heated the match was, they're acknowledging each other's effort. It's one of the
Mhm.
reasons soccer has such a strong culture of sportsmanship after the final whistle. Now, here's a fun fact: players don't always keep the jerseys. Many of those shirts end up framed in their homes, displayed in museums, donated to charity auctions, or passed down to family members. Some become prized pieces in personal collections, while others find their way into the hands of fans through auctions or exhibitions. And if a jersey is from someone like Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo, those can become some of the most sought after pieces of sports memorabilia in the world. There have been stories of players politely asking months in advance, hey, if we play each other, can we swap jerseys afterward? That's how special the tradition is. Of course, there's a few unwritten rules. If emotions are running high after the heartbreak loss, a player might wait until they're back in the tunnel before exchanging shirts. It's a moment of respect, so timing matters. What I love most is that this tradition reminds us that sports are bigger than rivalries. For 90 minutes, your opponents. After the final whistle, you're part of the same global game. It's one of those moments that make the World Cup feel different from almost any other sporting event. And who knows, the jersey two players swap today might end up hanging in a museum or become a family heirloom that gets passed down for generations. That's pretty amazing for something that started as a simple gesture of respect. Um, I love when WWE goes to different countries
Mhm.
because we get to hear them sing and chant and do all kinds of crazy stuff, right?
Mhm.
Like you don't get to that around here, except for if it's your theme song.
Sure.
We get to go out there and we hear Bailey's chant, "Hey, will you be my girl?"
Mhm.
You know, Bailey's, and then we hear, "Oi, oi, 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 oi." We hear all kinds of crazy stuff from
Mhm.
everybody. From everybody has a chant.
It's
Same goes here in soccer.
mhm.
Like if you've been watching your first few matches, you probably noticed something. The crowd never stops singing.
No.
Seriously. Kickoff happens, they're singing. Halftime, they're singing. 90th minute, they're still singing.
Mhm.
If you're used to football, basketball, baseball, or hockey in America, that's probably the biggest difference you'll notice. In most American sports, the crowd reacts to the game. They get loud after a touchdown. They cheer after a home run. They
Mhm.
erupt after a slam dunk. Then everyone settles back down till the next big play.
Mhm.
Soccer is completely different. The fans don't wait for something exciting to happen. They create the atmosphere from the very first whistle until the very last. Think of the supporters as the movie soundtrack. Without the music, the movie still works, but the music makes every scene feel bigger. That's what
Mhm.
soccer is supporters do. They're the soundtrack to the match, more than just cheering. They do that. Here's something a lot of casual fans don't realize. Those songs aren't random. Many of them have been sung for decades. Some have been passed down from parents to their kids. Some were created by supporter groups in the 60s, 70s, or 80s. Others borrowed the melody from old folk songs, military marches, church hymns, or even pop songs and changed the lyrics to support their club or country. If you ever gone to a baseball game and everyone sings,
Take me out to the ball
"Take
game.
me out to the
Mhm.
ball game," imagine
Mhm.
that, except for the entire 90 minutes. Would you get bored of that? Would you get like, is that take me out to the ball game for like the 50th time? That's what
Yeah.
soccer is.
Yeah.
Every country has its own songs. Every
Yeah.
club has its own traditions, and the fans know every single word. The drums, flags, and scarves. Even Norway, the
Yeah.
drums. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You'll also
What you
notice.
know that they do is like powerful. Yeah.
I love it. Ever since I started cheering for Norway, I've that's been on my freaking algorithm forever.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Haaland, and I'm like, what is going on? What is this?
Mhm.
You'll also notice giant flags waving across entire sections of the stadium, people beating massive drums, supporters holding scarves over their heads. Some stadiums even have giant banners called tifos that cover thousands of fans before kickoff. These displays can feature national heroes, famous players, historic moments, or messages meant to inspire their team or intimidate the ops. Imagine walking onto the field and seeing 40,000 people holding up one giant piece of artwork just for your match. That's got to give you goosebumps. Here's the fun part. Many soccer fans genuinely believe they can help their team win, not by playing, but by making so much noise that the
Mhm.
other team can't communicate. Think about it. If 70,000 people are singing at the top of their lungs, how easy to hear your teammate calling for the ball. That's
Nope.
why people often call the crowd the 12th man. There are only
Yep.
11 players on the field. The fans
Mhm.
are considered the unofficial 12th player because of the energy they bring. Another reason the atmosphere is so intense because many rivalries are older than anyone in the stadium. Some of these matches have been played for over 100 years. Grandparents watch them, parents watch them, now their kids are watching them. Supporting a team isn't just entertainment, it's family tradition, it's hometown pride. Sometimes it's national pride. You just don't choose a team, sometimes you're born into it. The World Cup takes all that, turns it up to 11, and you're not just singing for your favorite club anymore. You're singing for your country. People travel 1,000 miles, save some money for years to just to attend one match. Others paint their faces. Others paint their faces, wear costumes, wave giant flags, and spend all day marching to the stadium with thousands of fellow supporters they've never even met.
Mhm.
Remember those Norwegian fans we talked about over taking over Times Square and doing the Viking Road chant?
Mhm.
Think about the Mexican fans who will fill entire streets with green jerseys, mariachi music, and chants that can be
Yeah.
heard blocks away. Or the Brazilian fans dancing to samba rhythms every time their team scores. The drums. Every country brings a little piece of home with them. For a
Yeah.
few weeks, the World Cup becomes one giant cultural festival where soccer is the common language. And we love it.
Mhm.
That's one of the
Yeah.
reasons I
When I
love
saw the Mexican fans after they won, like they did like an aerial shot. They had lights and
Yes,
just
ma'am.
everything just was like you couldn't see like anything but a celebration. And I was like, wow, this is awesome. I was like, that was
I love
awesome.
it. That was
Yeah.
awesome. It's one of the reasons I love the World Cup since I was a kid. I wanted Mexico to win. I loved yelling "goal," but I also loved seeing all these different countries celebrate in their own unique ways. Thank you for the heartbeat. Different languages, different songs, different traditions, and yet everybody understood the same thing. A goal is a goal, a win is a win. And for 90 minutes, thousands of strangers became one giant family singing the same song together. One of the coolest traditions in all of sports. Um, so here's where I'm gonna show you this stuff. Okay, so here we go. Can you see it? There you go. Okay,
Okay.
so this is the Australian team going to Walmart. The
Okay.
Australian fans, everybody going to Walmart. All like you'll see how many people are there right now,
Okay.
and they're chanting, "We're going to win."
Um, wow, awesome. Wow.
Like Aussies have never been to Walmart.
Yeah, I know.
All right,
That was awesome.
and then look how many people are there. They took over the entire area.
That's crazy.
What the hell? I love it. Okay,
Now,
so after that,
what state is that in? Do you know?
um, Arlington,
Oh,
Texas.
Arlington, Texas. Okay.
So
I just
after
saw it
that,
says Arlington. Yeah.
the cops, they call the cops on them, obviously, because you can't do nice things, right?
Sure.
Somebody had a horn. Like who has a horn? Okay, that's perfect. All right.
That's pretty awesome.
It's
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Um, there's another one, and oh my god, this is it right here. Hold on. So,
Um,
um, in Times Square, in Times Square, Norway. In
okay.
Times Square, there's usually a bunch of people doing yoga.
Okay.
So Norway fans, even Norway's team decided let's get in on this. So every time they did a move, Norway fans would do the same thing, but like, uh,
Mhm. Yeah.
all the Norwegian fans doing it.
That's crazy.
I love it. Um, yeah. When this is all over, we're gonna have a bad case of what's it called? Of depression because what?
Okay.
What, buddy? What? What's going on? Is it
He
your turn?
gets nervous.
Oh, oh, the fireworks though.
Yeah.
Okay. Um. So yeah, we're gonna have a bad case when this is done.
Yeah. I
We're just
bet.
like, where's our friends? Where's Norway people? Oh man, it's horrible. It's like it sucks that we got it. I love that we had it, but it's like like oh, it's
Yeah.
gone. What's it called? We call it convention crud, where
Mm,
after hanging out at the convention with your friends and
yeah.
seeing all this stuff, the next day on Monday or Tuesday,
Hmm.
you're like oh man, it's over with, it's done. All
Hmm.
right, so that's it. The round of 32 is officially in the books, and the field has been cut in half. Every team that's left is now just 4 wins away from lifting the biggest trophy in sports. Let's recap the final 6 matches that rounded out the bracket. Spain 3, Austria 0. Spain came out looking like they had somewhere to be. They controlled the procession, dictated the pace, and cruised to a convincing 3-0 victory over Austria. Austria just couldn't find the right sound of music to stop Spain's attack. Looked like Spain was playing football while Austria was still looking for the passport stamp.
Wow.
Portugal 2, Croatia 1. Sorry, guys. Next door neighbors. Sorry. This one had my neighborhood on edge, of course. Portugal and Croatia traded chances all night in what turned into one of the best matches of round 32. In the end, Portugal found the game winner and sent Croatia home. I had to give my neighbors a hard time. They were cheering for Croatia all night long, and then it was really quiet after a while. And then it was me yelling, "Gone!"
They're like, you
Um,
need to go somewhere.
um, Cristiano Ronaldo is still writing chapters in what could be one final World Cup story. Looks like Portugal's GPS was working perfectly because they just found the round of 16. Switzerland 2, Algeria 0. Switzerland stayed cool under pressure and earned a clean sheet victory over Algeria. Swiss watches aren't the only things that are precise. Their finishing was right on time. They were as steady as a Swiss watch, never rushed, never rattled. Egypt defeats Australia in penalty kicks. This one was pure drama. Australia and Egypt couldn't settle things in regulation or extra time, so we headed to penalty kicks. And if you've never watched a penalty shootout before, imagine Game 7 coming down to free throws. Every shot matters, every save matters, and every fan is holding their breath. Egypt won the shootout 4-2 and punched the ticket to the round of 16. Looks like Australia's World Cup adventure is down under. And also, this is right after everything that they did at Walmart.
Aw.
So we had like a little bit of their little, moment, and then, oh man. But some of them don't want to go home. They want to stay. They like the Walmart. They like the beers. The what? The beers. Beers? Beers. Yeah, beers.
Yes.
Argentina 3, Cabo Verde 2. Argentina survived one of the wildest games of the tournament. This match needed extra time before Argentina finally pulled ahead 3-2. It wasn't easy, it wasn't pretty, but a win is a win. Lionel Messi and company keep their World Cup dreams alive. Sometimes you don't tangle through the tournament, you just survive and advance.
Mm.
Colombia 1, Ghana 0. Colombia handled business with a disciplined 1-0 victory over Ghana. Not every knockout game has to be a goal fest. Sometimes all you need is one great finish and a defense that refuses to blink. Colombia brewed up just enough offense to keep the coffee flowing into the next round. I'm so proud of these. Round of 16 has officially begun. It kicked off earlier today. Morocco put on an impressive performance, defeating Canada 3-0 to punch their tickets to the quarterfinals.
Wow.
Canada Canada had an incredible tournament, but Morocco proved they weren't just happy to be here. They're making a serious run at the World Cup trophy. Looks like Morocco's magic carpet ride is still flying, and they don't look ready to land anytime soon.
No.
Then the second match of the day, France and Paraguay gave us a defensive battle. It wasn't a shootout. It wasn't a goal fest. It was one of those matches where one mistake could decide everything. France finally broke through with the lone goal of the game, defeating Paraguay 1-0 and keeping their championship hopes alive. Paraguay's Cinderella's run comes to an end, but with a tournament they had, taking Germany to penalty kicks and knocking them out before battling France for 90 minutes. That's something their fans can be proud of. France, meanwhile, continues to look like one of the favorites to lift the trophy. When you got Mbappe leading the attack, all it takes is one chance, and he'll make you pay. Sunday is where things get personal. First, Brazil versus Norway, two of our favorite teams. One of them is
Mm.
guaranteed to move on. One of them is guaranteed to go home. It's like asking me to choose between pizza and tacos. I don't want to, but I will. Norway. We know we're rooting for Norway. We know you are, right? And then later, Mexico versus England. I already had some friendly trash talk from Lady Emily about this matchup. England says it's coming home to us, and Mexico says not if we have anything to say about it. This one should be an absolute classic. Vámonos. All right, Monday, USA versus Belgium. Can Team USA keep its impressive tournament alive, or will Belgium prove they're more than just waffles and chocolate? We'll find out on Monday. Portugal versus Spain. Talk about a rivalry. The Iberian neighbors mate with a trip to the quarterfinals on the line. This one feels like it belongs in the later rounds, but somebody's World Cup dreams ends here. No pressure, just an entire peninsula watching. Tuesday, Switzerland versus Colombia. Can Switzerland's precision overcome Colombia's disciplined defense? This could end up being one of the most underrated matches around the 16. Argentina versus Egypt. Argentina enters as a favorite, but Egypt already proved in the round 32 that they don't mind making things difficult. Messi will have to stay sharp because knockout soccer doesn't care who's supposed to win. And Thursday, we officially have our first quarterfinal matchup. Thursday's quarterfinal is Morocco versus France. One team is looking to continue its magical underdog story. The other is trying to add another World Cup title to one of their most successful soccer nations in history. Will Morocco keep making history, or will France say au revoir and send another team packing? We'll find out on Thursday as the road to the World Cup continues. Let's go. And by Wednesday's episode, we'll have all the results from the round of 16. We'll break down the biggest upsets, celebrate the teams that are still standing, and officially setting the stage for the quarterfinals, where only 8 countries will remain. From that point forward, every match feels a little bigger, every mistake matters a little more, and every goal gets one step closer to crowning the next world champ. So grab your favorite jersey, cheer on your country, and if you're watching with friends, remember keep the trash talk friendly. The only thing that should be getting kicked is the soccer ball. We'll catch you on Wednesday as the road to the quarterfinal continues. Everybody has an opinion, and now it's time to defend it. Oh no, we'll catch you Wednesday as the road to the quarterfinals continues. Goal! All right, everybody has an opinion, and now it's time to defend it. Welcome to the starting five, where we build our top five list, debate the rankings over the snubs, argue over the snubs, and probably make somebody in the comments mad. From cartoons and movies to games, music, food, and everything in between, it's time to see what makes the cut. Menace, top five movies you always watch during your summer celebration season.
You know, I don't really have a top five. Growing up, I didn't want to watch anything. I wanted to be outside. As an adult, it's like, eh, whatever's on TV. Actually, I try to catch up on like shows that I missed during the fall.
What were
So
those shows?
I'll binge. I've binged Chicago, the one Chicago series. So Chicago
Oh yeah,
PD,
you got PD.
Fire, and
Medical.
Medical. Yep. So I usually binge those because I am always behind. So I catch up, and then it's like I missed the season, so I'll wait till the summer where I can just binge it. Um, so I'll say the one Chicago series. Um, I'm always down to watch Pride and Prejudice anytime. I do like to watch Independence Day. You know, the alien still gets me every time. The one that that Will Smith,
Yeah.
and his partner, they or Jeff Goldblum and him, destroy the mother. But I'm like that part just always is like, ugh. I hate looking at them, but I will always watch that movie.
Right. Yeah. That's
uh,
fun. That's always fun to watch.
Dedicated care. So it's three. Trying to think what else. I can't think of anything else because I was trying to when you put the question out, and I was like, "What do I watch?" But I'm like, I binge watch TV series.
Yeah, I do the
So
same thing. By the end of probably August or September, I'm a binge watch The Bear
okay,
because I haven't seen it yet. Like if
okay,
I stop watching it after season 2, 3, it's no, not my kind of show. But still, like I want to watch it through.
yeah,
Um, Independence Day is one of them. The Sandlot. I always watch The Sandlot.
okay.
So that was for today. Yeah, The Sandlot and National Treasure. What better way to celebrate your national independence than by um watching him steal the independence,
I'm gonna
steal the
steal.
Declaration of Independence. Yeah, so that's fun. Transformers and Captain America Winter Soldier because I love Captain America Winter Soldier. Seen
Okay,
like what 10, 11, 15 times already.
yeah,
It's my favorite movie out of all of them. All right, you ready to go?
yeah.
Before we go, man, this one's for you too. Before we go, you already heard the stories on the podcast about me growing up, celebrating my team scoring by running outside and yelling, "Goal!" So the whole neighborhood knew what just happened. If you've been rocking with us through all the World Cup episodes, you already know I've been signing off the same way, paying homage to Andres Cantor with a full goal every time. Now we want to hear from you. Now we want to hear from you. You too, Menace.
Oh,
Stitch this. Pitch this with your best goal celebration yell.
Okay.
Rep your team, bring the energy, go all in.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
We want you to go all in. We'll be saving and featuring your videos on the podcast throughout the month, and hopefully Menace jumps in too. Say it, Menace. Do it. Go. Go. Do it right now.
Go!
See you can top that? Try it out.
Uh,
Let us
okay.
know. Try to top us. Try to top our goal. Goal! Or better yet, goal! All right.
Thank you.
Enjoy that. I love it. Let's see what you can do with that. All right. I needed to make it a minute at least. And just like that, another 4th of July on the porch comes to a close. Tonight, we celebrated a little bit of everything. We caught up with Menace holding down on the porch and got into whether Dungeon Crawler Carl has officially pulled yet another listener into the crawl. We checked in on the first few episodes. No, we didn't. We laughed at the family nicknames that somehow followed us into adulthood, shared memories of those late night TV shows we definitely weren't supposed to be watching, silk stockings, talked about the future of PlayStation and physical media, and looked ahead, of course, at the World Cup round of 16, um, which has already given us enough drama to fill an entire highlight reel. Heroes have emerged, dreams have stayed alive, others have heard the final whistle and packed their bags. That's the beauty of football. Every match is another chapter, every goal writes another story, and every fan believes their team is just 90 minutes away from history. We'll be back this Wednesday with another World Cup check in as we continue our road through the knockout rounds. More standings, more surprises, more World Cup 101 for anyone still learning the beautiful game, and knowing us, probably a few more terrible soccer puns and singing as well. We have a podcast. No, okay. Because around here, we're always trying to kick off a good conversation. Sometimes we pass the microphone, sometimes we shoot our shot, sometimes our predictions curl beautifully into the top corner, and sometimes they miss the net by about 3 zip codes. But that's all part of the game. Before we really go, take a breath with me, Menace. Whether today was filled with fireworks, family, friends, a dog, or just a quiet evening under the stars, I hope you found a reason to smile. Thank you for spending part of your holiday here in my third place. Not home, not work. It's a place where we can celebrate the things we love, tell stories, laugh together, and always leave the porch light on for the next person who needs a seat. Take care of each other, take care of yourself. Stay safe if you're watching the fireworks tonight. And if you're the one lighting them, maybe keep the instruction manual nearby. Be safe, be careful. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Now, before we head out, I need everybody to warm up those vocal cords. Whether you're cheering for the United States, Mexico, Brazil, Norway, or any country still chasing the cup, I want your best football chant. I believe that we will win. Ole, 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 ole. Menace?
Go!
Ole, 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 ole. Ali, ali, ali.
Oi, oi, oi.
Ali, ali, ali.
Oi, oi, oi.
Vamos, vamos, vamos.
What's that
Here
way?
we, here we go.
Okay.
Wave those scarves, beat those drums. Sing like you're standing in the supporter section, and if your team finds the back of the net this week, don't just celebrate. Boot it like Beckham. Keep your eye on the ball. Don't drop the pitch perfect vibes. May your week be full of hat tricks, bicycle kicks, and no own goals. And from the top of your lungs, Menace, one last time. Ready?
Yeah.
Golazo! Love it. Thank you for hanging out with me, Menace.
Of course.
Appreciate this. Thank you for tagging in.
Yes.
Let's head out. Appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for kicking it here with us. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night. Oh, 2 hours. Great.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.